Hello everyone. I hope you have gone through the previous video discussing about development and the various characteristics of development. Here in this video we would be discussing about the development at national level, or we would call it as national development. Alright. So national development is the ability of the country, okay, or the countries to improve the social welfare of the people. Alright everyone, so talking about national development, here we means the development of various nations. So what are the characteristics that leads to the development of the country or the development of the countries? So when the countries or any country is able to improve the social welfare of the people or improve the standard of living of the people, we would call it as national development. Now, how the development of the nation could be, or how the social welfare of the people could be done? So, by providing the social amenities like quality education, by providing quality education to the people, because that will do what? That will increase the literacy rate of the country. I hope you understand what is the literacy rate. When more people are educated, or when the more people knows how to read and write. Okay, so obviously when there is a high literacy rate, when the people are more educated, it would lead to development of the nation. All right, when they are being provided with the potable water, when the safe drinking water has been provided to one and all, okay, when there is a good transportation facilities, all right, when the different states, when the different cities are well connected to each other, okay, when there is a good transportation system, okay, and the most important, the medical care, okay, the countries which provide the good healthcare facilities or the good medical care to the people living into the country, we would call it as the national development. It is one of the measure. So many of such provisions, many of such social amenities together may lead to the development of the nation. All right, so we could say that the all-round development of a nation in every field, okay, talking about the agricultural field, industries, education, health within the country, we call it as national development. When there is the all-round development of the nation in every aspect, in every field, the country is said to be developed. Okay, we all have studied about, or we all know about the developed country, developing country, or the underdeveloped country. Okay, so this is the criteria, or these are the facilities. Here we talk about many of such facilities or many of such criterias are there. Okay, so this is what together we call it as national development. Okay everyone. Okay everyone, now as we have discussed about national development, now the question is how to compare two different countries, or how the different countries are compared. Okay, we know various countries, okay, so how these countries are compared on the basis of their development. Okay, so the countries could be the developed countries, it could be the underdeveloped countries, it could be the developing countries also. Okay, so how these countries can be compared? So you see, generally when we compare different things, they could have similarities as well as differences. Okay, so when we compare different things, how do we compare? We either see the similarities or we see the differences. So whenever we compare, comparison is always done on the basis of some criterion. Okay, two countries or two things, generally when we compare these things, we compare it on the basis of some criterion. Okay, so when we compare two different states, let's say, so we differentiate it or we compare it on the basis of some criterion. So here, suppose if we are taking the criterion as education, health, industries. Okay, so suppose if we are comparing two states, for example Bihar and Kerala, on the basis of education, so Kerala has the highest literacy rate, so okay, whereas Bihar has less. So we have compared two states on the basis of the criterion education. Okay, so Kerala is said to be more developed than Bihar. Okay, so what is the criterion used here? Education. Likewise, one or more of such important characteristics is taken and then compared on the basis of these characteristics. Okay, so for comparing in countries, so when we compare countries, income is considered to be the most important characteristics. Okay, how? The high income countries, they are said to be more developed. The low income countries are said to be less developed. Okay, so this is how on the basis of the criterion comparison could be done between different countries. So one of the most important aspect of comparing countries is income. All right, everyone, understood? Okay, so previously we had discussed about that how income of the country could be used as a criterion to compare the different countries. Now the question is, what is the income of the country? Okay, so income of the country is what? Income of the country is income of all the residents of the country. Okay, mark it, the income of all the residents of the country is known as the income of the country. Okay, so it will give you what? The total income of the country. Okay, the total income will give you the income of the country. Okay, now income is the important criterion to compare two countries that we have already studied in the previous topic. Okay, now the question is that is the total income the only specific measure to compare the two countries? Okay, so one can consider that total income is not the adequate measure or not the only adequate measure to compare the two countries or different countries. Okay, so here I have explained you with the help of an example. You see, two countries I have mentioned, country A and country B. Okay, so for both the countries I have given you the population of the country and the total income of the country. Okay, so the total income, okay, the of country A is 5 lakh and the total income of country A is 7,50,000. So when we'll compare the two countries on the basis of the total income, very clearly we would be stating that country B is likely to be more developed. Okay, so we would consider country B as more developed because the total income of the country B is more than country A. But here we have not seen one thing, the population. Okay, the population of country B is more as compared to country A. So obviously more people would earn more, less people would earn less. Okay, talking about the total income. Alright, so hence we can say the total income of the country is not the adequate measure to compare the two different countries. Yes, it is important, but not the only adequate. Why? Because it will not tell you about the population of the country. Okay, because more population would obviously gives more income. Okay, like 150 people, they are earning 7,50,000 and 100 people in country A are earning 5 lakh rupees. Okay, so you understood the whole scenario. This is what is income of the country, which will give you total income, but total income itself is not the adequate measure for the comparison.